Welcome to episode 192 of the Blue Recluse. My name is Martin Larsen, and you're listening to the podcast about everything Blizzard. And it's Sunday, it's June the 17th, 2018. And with me today, I have all the way from the other side of the pond, or this side of the pond, I guess. It depends on where you're from, right? Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm trying to unbox that saying that you just did there, trying to figure out which side of the pond I'm on or supposed to be on. I'm not quite sure, but we're here. We're ready to go. It's just two of us today. It's a little bit. We're down one man. We're down.
We are down one man because Tom couldn't be here today. He's not fired from the podcast. He's still a part of this. We just had, time out, man. too many bad jokes. Too much talk about Hearthstone. So it's just the two of us today.
Yep.
So let's just jump straight into it, shall we?
All right, let's do it.
Here I come.
I sense something elusive. Stay a while and listen. Well met.
You are not prepared.
This better be good. Existence is mysterious.
Loud and clear. Hello there.
Greetings, traveler, and welcome to the Blue Recluse.
Here we go. We are off. The Blue Recluse rocket has taken off. It's hard to speak for me today as well because I have been IKEA-ing all day. So
that's the worst. It's pretty much established that me and my girlfriend cannot put IKEA furniture together because I just rage on it worse than like I rage on a video game. So I'm just like, I'm the worst. I'm not good at cooperating with others.
And you like to play Heroes of the Storm?
Yes, it's very weird. I don't know.
So yeah, but yeah, no, it went well. It just takes time, and it's a Sunday. Everybody's in IKEA. Yeah.
Everybody's over there. What's going on over there?
Everybody, it's a day off, so everybody goes to IKEA on the day off. Apparently, don't go to the beach. They don't go in a park or something. No, they go to IKEA. That's what we do. We're Scandinavians, right? And IKEA is Swedish. It's Scandinavian. So when we have a days off, we go to IKEA and eat meatballs.
Okay, I did not even know that there was food in IKEA for like the longest, and then people are like, "Oh,
really?
Did you order food while you were there?" And I was like, "One, I did not go, and two, why is there food at a furniture store?"
Exactly. You can that's actually when you're done. I don't know if it's the same in America, but at least over here, when you're done, they actually have like a small food area where you can buy food and bring with you home, like what we always buy when we go there. I know. How does this podcast turn into the IKEA podcast?
The Blue Recluse, all things furniture.
But yeah, when we're done, then we always go to the food area because they have the meatballs, which is really, really good. Apparently, I mean, the first time I was there with one of my friends who said, "Have you tried the meatballs?" I was like, "You must be crazy. Nobody buys food. It's a furniture store, right? Nobody buys food here." And then, but he talked me into try the meatballs, and they're so good. So now every time I go to IKEA, I buy like a month's supply of meatballs because
wow,
just
a
really,
month's
really
supply.
good. And yeah, it's good hangover food. It's good food if you don't really know what to do tonight, and they're just good.
I agree that they're good. Throw them in some spaghetti. It's delicious.
Ooh, I might try that. I haven't tried that. Good idea. Thank you. So for you out there listening, next time you make that pasta sauce, throw in some meatballs from IKEA. And let's jump into some gaming news or talk about some games, maybe.
Let's do it.
Oh man. So Heroes of the Storm. Recently, there's been like a quest inside Heroes of the Storm. When you log in, you choose your side, Alliance or Horde, and that's what I've been doing a little bit actually. I've gotten back in. Got some Heroes of the Storm action under the belt, together with you, among others. And I also spent money on the game again.
Oh.
I was like, ooh, Alexstrasza is in the game now, and I'm a big fan of hers, but I'd never actually tried her out. So I was like, I might actually buy her. And I went to her, and then there was like, did you know that she's also in this bundle? And I was like, oh, click, see what that bundle was, and I had like everything except like, I don't know, 6 characters in that bundles, and then you got the discounted price, and I was like, oh, this is really cheap. So for virtually no money, I get 6 characters.
Was
So I
that
did
the Warcraft bundle?
Yeah,
Like
it
Warcraft
was.
Hero bundle? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you played her?
So I got that one. I bought it, and then I played her, and I really like her. The playstyle, I really like her.
Okay.
Granted, I've only played her against AI, so I still need to try her out against like proper people, players, real humans. But I really liked her kit so far, and it intrigues me. I want to explore it a little bit more.
I haven't tried her because she has, in terms of a healer, she's not your instant heal. She's more of a bigger heal, but it has a wind-up time. Like, you place the little green circle on the ground, it's charging up, and then the heroes have to kind of get in there, and then it'll pop a big heal on them if you're in that circle when it happens. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can place that circle, and you want to maybe place yourself inside of it as well, because he actually does have an instant heal, Michael. But it comes at cost of losing health herself. So she's basically transferring instant health to one of your teammates. So you can do that, and then you'll just throw down the healing circle. Preferably try to get some other players in it as well, but you want to stand in it yourself as well, so you can heal yourself. So I can do that.
And for those who don't know, it's a weird mechanic because Alexstrasza's healing is actually based on her health. If I remember correctly, the more health you have, the more healing you do. From what I understand. Yeah, so if you have low health, your healing output is not going to be that great. But if you keep yourself topped off, then the heals are going to be bigger for your teammates.
Okay, I didn't know that, but yeah, good to know. But yeah, I really enjoyed her, and especially her trait where she can turn into a dragon like every, I don't know, 1.5 minutes or something like that. Turn into a dragon, so everything is just doing more damage and more damage, more healing or more damage and things like that. And I tried out her ultimate, where she basically transforms herself into a dragon and flies up into the air, and then you just have the big crosshair to just spew fire on the battleground, and that does damage, and I think it heals as well.
Okay,
if you
nice.
hit friendlies. I don't know, it felt a little bit underwhelming to me, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm doing things wrong, or maybe I just need to fool around with it a little bit more, but definitely an interesting character. So just good old fun in Heroes.
Yeah, for those who don't know, this whole event is kind of leading up to like the Alterac Valley, Alterac Pass event. There's a lot going on in Heroes right now. There's a lot of things going on, and I've actually been really involved in the game, both in and out of it, like the last 2 weeks or so. You mentioned that we played together because you were helping me in that quest, because there is a quest where you have to team up with a friend and play 6 games, I think it is. And we were doing that together. It was pretty good fun.
Wait, you have to play with your friends?
Yes, I know.
What is this madness?
It's nonsense. I don't know.
Dude, is Blizzard actually forcing you to play with friends and have fun with them?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
All this prerequisites for playing video games these days. But it was fun until you had to ditch me and go raiding, and then I played the rest of my games with Selena. But it's been a lot of fun, and also, for those who don't know, there's a lot going on in terms of rewards for the game. Right now, the mid-season brawl is actually going on right now. I'm missing some of it for the podcast right now because I care about you all. But I'm here. But viewers who tune in to the mid-season brawl, while it is live, will have the opportunity to win 1 of 10 heroic account unlocks. Pretty much what this reward will do is that it will unlock every hero currently available in the game, including your rel for your account. So simply by watching, you have a chance to unlock everything in the game, hero-wise, and you have no problem jumping into competitive games because you have the whole pool of heroes available to you, which is pretty awesome. So, like I said, that's going on right now, and you can just look on Twitch and find all of the Heroes of the Storm streams going on. It's on the link in the show notes. We do have the different websites that are listed. So if you're listening live, you have a chance to still jump in there. But I think it might be over after today. So unfortunately for our recording listeners, you might have missed your chance. But do not fear, because we still got you covered. Between June 12th, which has already passed, and July 9th, if you watch Heroes of the Storm, and that could be any stream related to Heroes of the Storm. So for instance, if the Blue Recluse is streaming Heroes of the Storm, you can come check us out. And if you watch a cumulative time of 3 hours, you'll earn a rare loot chest in Heroes of the Storm. So just watching, get loot. It can be 20 minutes on the Blue Recluse, 20 minutes over here, 30 minutes over there, 2 hours over there, and you'll get it. So that's pretty cool. And that goes all the way till July 9th. So you have plenty of time to accrue those 3 hours. Also,
So
go ahead.
will we be hosting those streams then? I guess we should.
Supporting other people now? Jeez. First I have to play with friends. Now you want me to support people? What is going on here? Anyway.
I don't know.
Tuning in to any Heroes of the Storm stream for a combined 6 hours. Within those same dates that we mentioned before, till July 9th, will earn you 2 exclusive Echoes of Alterac themed portraits. They're both either Alliance themed or Horde themed. I just got them today, actually, so it's pretty cool. And there's still more. We're not done yet, because there's tons of loot chest opportunities every single day. They will be giving out it's really weird, because instead of just saying thousands, they say 1,000s of loot chests every day for the length of the promotion. All you have to do is tune in to any Heroes of the Storm channel between 5 p.m. Pacific time, June 14th, all the way till July 12th for a chance to win. I think I got one of those just for watching. I got a loot chest. It just randomly showed up, and that's pretty nice that you're just like, hey, I want to watch some Heroes of the Storm, and then all of a sudden you're getting loot. It's pretty fun to me.
Who doesn't like loot?
Who doesn't like loot? And there are also, I think, if you watch Heroes of the Storm on their actual websites and you cheer with Twitch, there is a cumulative award where for everybody cheering for a team or something like that will get a certain reward if they get to a certain milestone. It might just be cumulative altogether, and then everyone's working together to unlock rewards in the game. And then also there's like team specific banners and sprays and things like that you can get for cheering a certain amount. Now personally, I think the amount is a little bit ridiculous based on what they put in there. Like, bits are not exactly cheap on Twitch, so jump in there, experience it. Jump in there, get some loot. Okay, also Heroes of the Storm right now is ridiculously exciting. I'm not gonna give anything away, but there was a match not yesterday, 2 days ago I believe it was, between Fnatic and Method, and ridiculous gameplay, like the entire series. I'm not gonna say anything, but if you go watch that series, Fnatic versus Method, amazing series, definitely a highlight.
Okay, I might check that out then. I like some good heroes. I always, it's fun to play, but it's just amazing to watch the pros play, because I mean I cannot pull off half of the shit that they're doing.
Oh no, that series I watched it because I had to watch the VOD. I missed it live because I was working, but goosebumps while I'm watching it, because I was so hyped, and I'm over here making girl noises while I'm sitting in my chair, squealing and stuff. Yeah, so it's a good one. Watch it.
Okay, good to know. If you though decide to jump in and play some heroes, and maybe you never took a break since the game started, and then all of a sudden a noob like me jumps in, don't be abusive, right? Just try and help out, be friendly. Not everybody is on the same level, and but if you, obviously you won't, but if you just decides to be a little bit abusive against someone, maybe going forward that's not such a good idea, right?
No, there are some changes coming down the line for abusive chat. We've talked about it several times, and Blizzard is taking further steps to help make this a more positive community. And the way that it used to work was pretty much if you were abusive in chat and people reported you enough times, Blizzard would get the ping showing that you've been announced so many times, and they'd silence you. You couldn't talk in any games, and you couldn't play Hero League, or I think Team League as well. So, and then the more you did it, the longer those durations would continue. But now they're going to change it, as in they're not just going to give you silence penalties over and over and over again. They're going to reduce the number to repeat offenders, and instead, if you continue to do that, then they're going to suspend your account if you continue to do it. And if your account is suspended and then you come back and you do it more, then they're going to ramp up the amount of time that you're suspended for the game, and which can ultimately actually result in your account being permanently banned from the game. So if you're one of those that's really quick to anger and you push enter on your keyboard and you immediately start typing away, just stop and think about it, and think, is it really worth it to rage at the people that you're playing with and call them names and all that stuff to have your account like banned and you not be able to play the game at all? And if that is you, then maybe you're playing the wrong game. Games are supposed to be fun. Okay, don't be jerks. Just keep going. And one last thing on this is that a lot of people were worried, like, what if I'm falsely accused? What if somebody just keeps reporting me? First of all, the system will not even look at it if you weren't even chatting in the game. So if you never typed enter and chatted anything in it and somebody still reported you for abusive chat because they just didn't like the way you played or something, don't worry, because you will not be flagged because you didn't actually chat in the game. So how could you have an abusive chat? Or if you didn't do that and you didn't actually enter voice comms. So if you did nothing related to chatting, you do not have to worry about people falsely accusing you, because it will not show up on Blizzard's radar because you didn't actually chat or enter voice. So you'll be good to go. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I feel like it's something we've been talking a lot about, or heard a lot about, like just abusive chat and people not behaving on the internet. And yeah, I must admit that sure, I can get upset about stuff as well, but the first thing that I do is not like raging at other people. But I don't know, maybe that's just me as a person as well. But I just don't get it. I don't get why you want to waste your energy on stuff like that, because I mean I've had it a few times as well. On actually quite recently, someone I posted something on my Facebook, and then someone that I don't really talk to that often, it's basically one of those Facebook friends that I met like twice while out drinking, and then we became Facebook friends. And yeah, and the person decided to comment on some of my stuff, and I was like out of the blue. It's not even like it's a regular thing. It was just I posted something, the person commented on it and maybe wasn't too nice about what she was saying, and I was like, I don't care. I just ignored it and continued my day, because I just chose not to let this affect me, and I didn't want to waste the energy on it, because you know it's a random person on the internet.
I'm a huge advocate of the block button for anything online. When it comes to Facebook, I hit the big old delete account button. So that was
your own account or their account?
No, my account.
You're hacking their account and then deleting it. That's what you're doing.
Yes, I'm an internet wizard. I can't make a layout for the Twitch stream, but I can hack into somebody's Facebook account and do all that. I can't make banners, but I can do that. No, I just ignore it, and usually if people are being annoying, if I need to, I'll report them. Otherwise, I'll block them so that I don't have to experience that. Or I love pulling out Tom's method of just like, when you have a chance, like, hey, are you doing all right? But to be honest,
you need a hug.
But to be honest, like when I do it, like in my head, I am being sarcastic about it. Like, oh, I hope your day gets better, friend. Even though you've just been a dick all day. Like, no, I don't really care about your day. I'm sorry. If you're gonna be a jerk, don't expect me to feel bad for you.
And even your better half is saying in the Twitch chat that it's one thing to rage, it's another to take it out on people. Michael knows that I rage big time when I play sometimes, but I don't go into chat saying what I say out loud.
Oh
And,
yes, the room is filled with profanity and aggression when she plays Overwatch, and I'm like, you need to calm down. And she's like, but my team. But I barely ever hear her actually like click the enter button and type in the chat. And when I do, my eyes look over and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm just providing constructive criticism. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. I'm the same. I mean, I can also. I mean, I think Tom knows that when we played Rocket League, that I can swear and almost throw the controller into the wall if that damn ball don't want to be hit. But I don't. Well, obviously Tom can hear it, but that it's not directed at him. It's just directed that
in general.
Yeah, exactly. And I would never let it go beyond that, and so other people
The only time it's directed at your friends is when you're playing Mario Party and they're right next to you and they just stole a star or something.
But I feel like then the setting is different, and it's actually your friend, so I can call Tom the worst names ever and he would know that I did not mean it. But if it's someone, if it's a stranger on the internet, they would never know if you meant it, or if it was just like that,
I would know. I don't talk to strangers online. Stranger
Okay.
danger.
Yeah, because the first time we talked on the internet, we weren't strangers at all.
Hey, I had talked to you guys kind of. Okay.
We had
Emails and
listened
stuff.
to us.
Emails
Yeah.
and listening, yes. Is okay.
Okay. In World of Warcraft, we also got a little bit of news here and there. Let's start with the good old classic World of Warcraft servers, where they actually revealed which patch they wanted to start out from, and as the big patch in vanilla that everybody knows, the big patch 1.12 is the patch we're going to play.
I think
And
that
I
was
so
expected.
happy. It's expected. That was the patch I thought it would be. It's the patch that everybody was talking about back then, and I have no clue what this was. But it did have like some big feature upgrades here and there, and I think it got skill ranks and it had a lot of stuff bring into the game. So I don't know. I have no clue if
I think
it's a good patch or not.
I think it was mainly that they wanted to make sure that they could have as much content in there as possible, as well as many class changes that kind of balanced it, because we know that it's not going to be balanced in class ways. But I think they wanted to just make sure that it was at the furthest state that they could get it stable.
Yeah. And I think Tom said something about boo-hoo, no Diamol, because Diamol wasn't added at this point. I haven't double-checked his facts, so don't quote me on this, but apparently it's before Diamol. So what do you think they'll do then? Do you think they will actually have some sort of patch cycle, and would you want some sort of patch cycle? Because I would love to get Diamol into the game at some point, because the vanilla version, it was a really good fun dungeon, and you had the tribute runs and things like that. So I would love to see it go in there at some point.
So I would need to know how many patches there were in vanilla. Like, what was the last patch in vanilla? Because it's going to come down. I'm pretty sure that we're going to eventually get the entirety of vanilla. Whether it's like, hey, we're releasing this patch again, or hey, we're just going to add this dungeon right now. I think that we're eventually going to get all of that. It is going to depend on the size of the community as well, I think, on how big of it, and if they want to continue to progress. Now, it seems like the more and more we hear about it, and the more we hear people talk about it, is that where is it going to stop eventually? Because it just seems like So what, are we just re-releasing World of Warcraft and then going through the patch cycles? Is there going to be like, are we going to transition back into the Burning Crusade from here? If they do that, is there going to be a separate server for that? And then the vanilla one will stay the vanilla, or is it just going to continue on and then vanilla's gone again and we enter into Burning Crusade? So there's still a lot of questions, and they didn't answer a whole lot. This post was more of like, hey, we figured out a patch that we're gonna have our starting point, and it was more of like the process that went into it, which is pretty neat, looking at like the struggles that they have and all that. But as a technical guy, I don't know how much that really is struggling, because I don't know all the tech stuff. So
No, but I would mean that they did say that some of the stuff didn't run on newer graphics cards and stuff like that. That's definitely like a technical issue they need to overcome.
yes.
But yeah, unless they expect everyone to buy old computers to play this game, that could also has its charm, I guess.
I don't know if I want to go and get like an old CRT monitor, just in order to play it, or a whole old school style computer where if you had too fast of RAM, then it won't run. Things like that. No, I'm not a fan of that. But they did say, I think, that it's going to be in the client. I think they were saying things like they were trying to find ways to make it work within the client so that they could have the security features and all of that the modern game has. So they are having a lot of modern back-end things to help with like stability and security and just overall things that we don't really think about because it's not part of gameplay. So it seems like they're going
things
for
we just take for granted, right?
Yeah, like the game not crashing every 2 seconds, which they mentioned was like an issue that they were having, where like it just didn't know how to read everything. It's really weird. I don't know.
It's a really. I think for me it's an interesting article, and if you're interested in Classic as well, go check it out. We'll put a link in the show notes. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye on this because it is sort of intriguing to me that that vanilla is coming back, and I want to jump into it. I think I don't know how much I will stay, if it will be something that I'll do in my downtime from raiding or whatever I'm
People
doing.
go downtown for IKEA, not World of Warcraft. Okay.
Yeah, okay. We don't go downtown for IKEA. We actually leave the city.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how it works here. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on. To I don't know, some BFA news. We have a little bit of things happening. The patch 8.0 is actually on the PTR right now, so that probably means that the pre-patch is not too far away. So, spoiler warning. Well, slight spoiler warning. We won't go into the story. We won't tell what's happening. You'll know that. But actually, I think we can say what happens to the weapons. Right?
We all kind of know. I think that we're losing them.
We're sort of. Well, we are not really losing them. We get to keep the weapon, but all the traits and everything is being disabled. So it's basically just turning into a normal weapon, a stat stick, and the story will tell why that happened. So yeah. But it means that it's not too far away, right?
Yeah.
I guess if it's on PTR now, it must be right around the corner.
Yes. The reason why I really wanted to put this in there is because if you are still aiming for achievements regarding your weapons and things like that, and you were still interested in jumping into like the BFA stuff once it starts rolling out, it's probably a good time to get in there and do what you need to do, because once this patch rolls out and you start doing some of this content, you're going to lose the opportunity to get some of those achievements for a while, unless you go back and do alts and things like that. So like you said, it's probably right around the corner. We're really close, especially if you think about the expansions dropping in August. We're already in June. So not only that, but we're halfway through June.
We are halfway through June, and I would say that the pre-patch is probably hitting in July at some point.
We're looking at about a month or so, most likely.
Yeah, within the next month, it will definitely hit. So yeah, so heads up, if you want to get all those things done, then now is the time. And Michael,
Yes.
have you done anything in the Mage Tower?
I've been struggling through the Mage Tower. I've been trying to do the Protection Paladin. I'm trying to rewarm my skills in my hand, just the muscle memory. I've been playing Ret Paladin for a while now, trying to do raiding with Ret Paladin because it's easier to be a DPS in a raid than it is to be a tank, unless you like really know what you're doing as a tank. And I just didn't have gear and things like that, so I wanted to take a back seat. Just to experience the raid, I had to switch DPS. So I've been jumping into Mage Tower as a Protection Paladin, trying to get that appearance because I like the it's like a mace, like with not a mace, but it's like a, what is it? It's like it has like a chain with a spike ball on the end and whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
can't
know
remember.
what you mean.
My medieval skills are a little bit off, but
Yeah.
so I wanted to get that one with the shield. It looks pretty cool, so I've been working on it. I actually got past phase 1. There's a mechanic that I'm missing in phase 2 against Cruel because he started regaining health. So I must have been missing an interruption or not killing something quick enough, because he had more health when I was dead versus when he initially showed up. So I'm missing a mechanic there, so I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know if you know this, but I think the Mage Tower is permanently up right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's now or if it's later, but I did hear that it was supposed to stay up permanently. So yeah, if it's up permanently now, then it's definitely starting to be your last chance to get those things done. Personally, I've done the holy one. I was really close at getting it the last tier, actually, but the previous tier. But I just got so upset with it towards the end that I just kept making small mistakes, and I was like, all right, screw this, I'm out of here. I'll come back in the next tier, which I then did this tier. So because I'm coming back in like heroic / mythic gear now, it helped a lot. It was, I felt like it was really easy for me to do, but then again, I've been healing, and I almost had it, and I've been healing the whole expansion, so it should be fairly easy for me. I'm considering to switch class as well, so I have been trying to do it on some of the different classes, and because I'm just not, muscle memory and fluent enough in the class and things like that, I am still struggling a little bit. I think if I put more time into it, then I would probably be able to do it with quite a few classes, because it is fairly easy to get your eye level up. But I think it's just a matter of time now and learning the encounters and things like that, because it shouldn't really be the gear level too much right now, I think.
I don't know if you have this issue, and it's not just a World of Warcraft thing. It just seems like whenever I play a game and I have like that bad start, and I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna wipe this, I will never die as quickly as I should. But if I'm putting in as much effort as I can, I die immediately. But the moment I just stand there and I'm like, all right, I'm done, my character doesn't get hit for like a minute, and he's just like, I'm like, will you die already? Like, why are you not dead? But whenever I'm trying to stay alive, he seems to die so quickly. And that's in almost any game that I play, where I'm just like, all right, I'm done with this. Just reset. And I'm just like, why am I not dead? Why won't you kill me?
Yeah. I think I would love to try and get the weapon done on my druid, the tanking one, because the bear form, it looks so amazing. So
it does.
I think I want to try and get that one. I think I'm fine with just having the holy one for my priest, because I'm not really too much into the other two specs anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Is there any particular classes or weapons you want to try your luck with, or you're just focused on your paladin right now?
I'm just focused on the paladin. One, I don't have enough classes to build up to that level. My warlock is kind of at a standstill because I don't quite know where to go with it. My DPS is like really low on it. I'm still like in the 800s or something with the gear, and I think it's mainly
Yeah.
because I need to do mythic level stuff at least at the dungeon level, and my DPS is so low that I don't even want to ask to be like, hey, can you bring me along with that? I'm just
Yeah.
gonna freeload some gear. I'm not gonna contribute DPS or anything. So there's that, and I'm trying to do storyline stuff, but I don't know if it's bugged or something, or they're gonna make me do the whole Val Shara storyline in order to get like the Tears of Elune or something like that I needed for one of the quests, but it's not popping up where it's supposed to at the moment. And I'm
Okay.
just like, oh my god. So I've put that on the back burner. Pretty much World of Warcraft in general has been on the
Yeah.
back burner for me like the entire week. It's been Heroes of the Storm like every single day almost. I've been playing, and not just like 1 or 2 games. I've been playing like 4 to 6 games. Even if it's AI, like for me that's a lot of games in like one sitting. Because if you think about it, they're like, even in AI it goes 10-15 minutes sometimes. So for me to
Yeah.
sit there for over an hour or so playing Heroes of the Storm, I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm turning into a semi hardcore player. Play
Yeah, I
quick
mean,
match.
I think World of Warcraft is basically on the back burner for me as well. I was on standby this week's raid. I did have to jump in because we had a healer leaving who had other plans. Next week I'm away because of music festivals, and then we have one raiding week left, and then we're taking a break until
BFA.
the expansion comes out. So, and to be honest, when I log into World of Warcraft these days and look at my character, I run a few rounds and dial around, and I'm like, I don't really know what I want to do, and then I'm logging out again.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think it's basically pretty much on the back burner for me as well. I will jump into the beta a little bit more with a few different classes, because we still need to finish off the last 4 classes for the TSC podcast, the Raiders Confessional, together with Ryan. So I will jump in and do that, but try and just not do too much spoilery stuff. Just play the classes a little bit, see how they works, and then I think I'll jump out and just stay away from World of Warcraft until the expansion hits. Because, I mean, I haven't had a break in this expansion, to be honest. It's the first expansion, I think, where I've played all the way through without having a break, and I'm a little bit fearful that when the expansion hit, that I'm still,
You're just like,
fed
I'm
up with it.
tired. I'm tired. I need to do something else for a while.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but on the other hand, I know when there's new content, then I will just I need it. I will
Consume
gorge
it.
on it. Rah! So yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, pretty much I'm trying to take a break from World of Warcraft and do something else. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just it being summer as well. I don't really feel like sitting in front of the computer too much if I can avoid it. I actually want to do other things. So yeah, I know.
What other
It's
things?
weird. It's weird. It's
IKEA?
weird. Well, going to IKEA, yeah.
Meatballs.
Eat some meatballs. Setting up some shelves. Making lights. Yeah, weird things. Yeah, exactly. Also, I'm making two different websites at the moment, like private projects and things like that. So I don't know. I just feel like doing other stuff than gaming at the moment.
Which is weird because I'm on the whole opposite side. I'm like trying to find things to play because it's not a Blizzard game, but I did just recently beat the God of War game for the PS4, and it was incredible, if not frustrating at certain points when I played on a higher difficulty. It was really fun, and now I'm on the search for the next game to play through, and unfortunately Blizzard doesn't have any real story games, so get on that, Blizzard. I would love to play a story-based game that doesn't like, hey, guess what? You can play the story, but you have to continue playing for like the next 5 years if you want to keep up with everything. No, sometimes, I don't know about you, but I like to just kind of play those one-off games where like I can play through it for a good 20 to 40 hours and then I'm done. And I can leave it there. I like that experience, and I'm currently on the search for one of those.
Yeah, I totally know what you mean. I even think I said, it was on the Blizzard umbrella. I think that I said that recently I've been playing some XCOM 2, which is not a Blizzard game either. But yeah, I have completed it before, but I just enjoyed that game. But I am lacking something new that I can play right now. I think God of War is on my radar. I think I'm just waiting until it's going a little bit down in price. Not because I think it's worth it.
It is.
From what I can, from what I can hear, what I hear from people. It's just, I'm going to IKEA all the time, so I need to watch out where I spend my money. And I want to be able to afford everything. And I'm going to a music festival next week as well. And yeah, it's just money doesn't grow on the trees. Yeah, exactly. So just trying to watch out for all that. So yeah. Yes, Michael. How to use your money the best.
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. I'm the worst. I had to start giving Selena money so that I'd stop spending it.
I think we are coming up to the 45-minute mark, so it is about that time where do you have anything we should quickly jump into towards the end? Or I feel like we lack some stupid jokes from Tom. All the time.
Tom fills time. He's a time filler. I don't know much about it, but I do know that there is the Hearthstone event going on, the Time Walker one, or it's something to do with Toki, the Timekeeper, from the newest expansion. There's something going on there, and I think they added like some arena specific cards. So
they did, yeah. They added some cards to the arenas to change things up a little bit. That is, I don't know too much about the cards. I just heard about it. That they would do that, and I actually logged in to get my golden cards, and I did as well. Run. Yeah, so yeah, maybe I should jump in and check that out, because arena can be fun. Actually, I found out that time when they had the event where you pick two classes and then you get like a mixed thing out of it, and I really enjoyed it. And I think the reason that I enjoyed it was that everybody else nobody else knew what to do. There was no like meta or anything, so I actually won some matches here and there as well, and that's when arena's fun. When you actually can participate and play a little bit. So
that's going on in Hearthstone. I was gonna say one other thing about Hearthstone in case I didn't mention it before. There is still the deal going on for the card packs rather. You can get 10 card packs, I believe it is, for $8. Pretty much, and there are 2 card packs from every current expansion that's out, as well as a classic card pack. So if you're looking to grow your collection a bit, you can go ahead and drop $8 and get 10 card packs, which is a pretty good deal. So if you're looking to flesh out your decks a little bit more, maybe you're a more casual player, but you do want to expand your collection a little bit more, that will definitely help out, and it is a good deal. So you can do it multiple times if you want as well, which is better than the last one. So if that's your jam, go ahead and jump on it.
Yeah, and I think it's cool that you can do it multiple times, because I think I was thinking the same as you, that the last time, what was the offer back then? I can't remember, but you could buy like multiple different expansion packs in one, but you could only do it once.
I think it was like you pay like $20 or something like that, and you got 10 packs from each expansion, or each current expansion.
It was a really good deal, and I remember I bought it, and you bought it as well, and you wanted to buy more, and you couldn't.
Yeah.
People are always upset when they want to spend money and they can't, except when you're in IKEA.
And there is one last thing, World of Warcraft, well, Blizzard related, that you get to experience that we haven't, which is that EU store was finally released. It's open to the public.
Yeah.
Have you ordered anything?
I haven't ordered anything yet, because as I said on the Blizzard umbrella, I have one big grief with it, and that is that there's no add everything to cart button. So yeah, but no, I again, it's a money thing, but I of course I'm going to buy stuff from that shop at some point soon, maybe, I don't know, but it's bound to happen. And I really like that we get an EU side one, because I think that was always like what kept me away from the store.
Shipping
that
probably too expensive, or
shipping
taxes.
and taxes and import and all. Yeah, it ended up costing so much extra to buy stuff from it. So that's why I never did. I never did. I can't remember. Bro. I think I bought something once, and that was like the BlizzCon virtual ticket gift bag.
Oh, the
you
goodie
could
bag?
buy at some point. The goodie bag, yeah. I've done that once, but I mean, I can't remember. It cost extra because of all the extra shipping costs and import tax and whatever and whatnot. So I'm happy to see that there's actually that they chose to do this, and I think they had some issues with it as well, didn't they? At some point, I remember they did some changes to the costs and things, didn't they?
That I do not know. I did not look that much into it.
No, I think we talked about it on the show at some point.
I'm
I
all
can't remember what it
for.
was.
I am all for taxing the Europeans even more. You taxed us long ago, mainly the Brits, and we got rid of that. Now we tax you.
Well,
No.
they're not even, the Brits are not even part of the EU anymore.
What?
So
What?
What the hell, man? Why am I getting punished for that?
We didn't learn very much geography when I was in school. Okay, over
It's
there
just
it's Britain,
EU,
aka
that's
Europe.
EU, that's British and some French people.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
that's-
much.
yeah, that's it.
All right, that's all I got. That's all I got on that note.
All right, fair enough. No, I think that was our show for this week. I think it's time for us to head on out from here. If I can find all the right buttons to press, then at some point we will end the show.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Last orders! Last orders!
So next week, Tom will hopefully be back, and we'll have a show next week as well.
Hope so.
So remember that after the show, we will have the Freshly Report. Let us know your thoughts about anything we talked about in this episode, or if you have your own questions, feel free to contact us. And Tom, how do you do that? Sorry, the show notes weren't changed, so I just read out what it said.
You can email the show at thebluereclusepodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at The Blue Recluse. You can chat with us over at thebluerecluse.eu/Discord. Lots of good stuff going on over there, general discussions, as well as free games. So go ahead and drop in there for some free games. You can support the show over at patreon.com/thebluerecluse, or if you don't want to remember all that, you can find us at thebluerecluse.eu or .com, and that will have all the links to all those things, as well as our show notes and more. So go ahead and check us out over there.
And with those words, there's not too much to say. Oh, Michael, are you looking forward to a little secret project that we're doing soon?
I am looking forward to it. I want to get started already, but some people don't do things on the weekends. Dusty.
So with those words, Presley, take it away. And you who are listening and you who are watching, see you next week.
Later.
Welcome to the Frazzle Report, a short news report by me, Frazzly, the Awesome Gnome, to deliver your weekly World of Warcraft news. There have been a lot of expensive items added to the game recently, starting with the 2 million Bloodfang Cocoon Spider Mount in Legion by the Mad Merchant, who also sells a 1 million gold companion pet, a 500,000 gold 34-slot bag, and a toy for 250,000 gold that allows you to shimmer like a rainbow. Then in Battle for Azeroth, we see the Brutosaur mount available for 5 million gold. We also see Francois, the Fabergé egg pet, that was added for 1 million gold. All of this has shown an increased intent by Blizzard in rewarding gold makers for the hard work they go through to sell on the auction house. While searching through YouTube, we found an unlisted channel by accident. This channel contained a pilot for a new World of Warcraft esport called Auction House Sweep. Contestants have to run through a warehouse deep in the bowels of the Undermine, the capital city for the goblins, put items into a shopping cart as fast as they can. This warehouse resembles the one found in the old television show Supermarket Sweep. It contains items currently for sale on the auction house. The show has teams of contestants who begin with a trivia round where they have to guess the current market price for each item. Each correct answer adds 15 seconds to the minute 30 each team has. Scores are dealt out based on the buyout price totals of all items in the shopping cart at the end of the shopping spree round. The winning team will receive 500,000 gold to be split amongst them however they choose. The show is slated to launch this winter. Contestants are being picked by random. To be eligible, you need to be selling at a minimum 1 million gold per month on the auction house. You will receive a letter in the mail if you have been selected. This has been the Fraz Report. I am Frasley Sparkspan. You can find the show at frazreport.com. Until next week, be awesome.
This show is brought to you by Dragon Powered Studio. Find more at dragonpoweredstudio.com.